Greetings to friends of Great Lakes Fire TV. Peace be with you. Things are not as good as I told you in yesterday's discussion, where I mentioned that Trump said the war in DRC is over, but many do not understand because guns and bombs are still exploding in DRC. However, that is not the war. The war that the RDF cannot win is the genocide that has been confirmed to have been committed in DRC over the past 30 years until today. Let us remember that the international cycling race organized by Paul Kagame started without him being present, which made many question it. Yesterday, I told you that Kagame is in a bad situation. He did not go to watch Formula One because he likes it. We also want to inform you about the speech of Emmanuel Macron, the president of France. That speech he gave at the United Nations General Assembly showed that the dictatorship of Paul Kagame is coming to an end because it is about to collapse under pressure to explain the genocide crimes they committed since coming to power. Today, I bring you news that has been circulating for some time showing that courts have begun arresting all those who committed crimes of murder and war crimes. The fact that General KAYUMBA NYAMWASA was the first to be targeted means what? Let us remember that he is a primary witness. We hope he will tell us and confirm that Paul Kagame was the one who shot down the plane that started the Rwandan genocide. That is why I tell you that RPA and RDF M23 are finished. Let me share with you how the Spanish court has issued an arrest warrant for General KAYUMBA NYAMWASA. This information is brought to you by Derek Peterson. Africa Next article. DR Congo. New government to be announced with major changes at the top and a potential new prime minister. Typography. Smaller, small. Medium, bigger, default. Alt, Helvetica, Segoe, Georgia Times. Re-aiding mode, share this in SEP. 2010, following the judgment by the High Court, the Spain government requested that South Africa extradites General Faustin KAYUMBA NYAMWASA, an exiled general of the Rwandan ruling regime of Rwandan Patriotic Front, RPF, on war crimes charges, including genocide, mass killings, and the killing 4 Spaniards in Rwanda in the 1990s. Following secret schemes, including those involving the Rwandan dictatorship, the request was not successful. Now, 15 years later, the Spain National Court has reopened the case and has requested the extradition of General Faustin KAYUMBA NYAMWASA, exiled in South Africa and accused of being the leader of the Rwandan Patriotic Front troops that committed the terrorism, torture, genocide, and crimes against humanity in 1990s, the murder of a Spanish missionary in 1994, and of 3 Spanish aid workers in 1997. Faustin KAYUMBA NYAMWASA fought in Rwandan Patriotic Front, RPF, rebels along the current Rwandan dictator Paul Kagame during the 1990s Rwandan Civil War. He was one of the top commanders of the Rwandan Patriotic Front, RPF rebels, and head of the Rwandan Secret Services. During and after that war, he held a number of key positions, including the Army Chief of Staff and the head of the Rwandan Dictatorship Intelligence Services. Faustin KAYUMBA NYAMWASA, accused of war crimes, crime against humanity, assassinations, and genocide. The Spanish National Court has charged Faustin KAYUMBA NYAMWASA as one of the top leaders of the RPF rebels and of the military junta currently ruling Rwandan dictatorship regime of being responsible for systematic and planned attacks on a predetermined population and ordering the murder of 4 Spaniards. The crimes committed amount to war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide. Spain. National Court Judge José Luis Calama points out that NYAMWASA served as head of the country's secret services and that he was also Chief of Staff of the Rwandan Defense Forces, RDF, from 1998 to 2002. According to sources in Spain close to the case, National Court Judge José Luis Calama has charged Faustin KAYUMBA NYAMWASA of being one of the most responsible accused for the massacres of civilians, war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide that took place in Rwanda during the 1990s. KAYUMBA NYAMWASA is also accused of ordering the murder of the 4 Spaniards, the priest Joaquim Valmajo, the nurse Maria Flores Sierra Fortuny, the photographer Luis Valtueña Gallego, and the doctor Manuel Madrazo Osuna. The legal charges against KAYUMBA NYAMWASA exposed that the 3 Spaniards were killed because they had witnessed systematic massacres of Hutu civilians in Ruhengeri by troops under the command of and orders from KAYUMBA NYAMWASA. Advertisement. Get the following books on Amazon. Even Roosters Dream to Fly. The Epic of a German White Catholic Priest and Manzi, a freedom fighter, and a mythological king of Rwanda. Legs of Tornado, the human who outran the wind. An African tale of sentiment and highlighted stocks in mid-Q3 2025. Aroni Smart Intelligence, TM. Charts, graphs, and plots. Capabilities, Aroni Smart Lytics. Aroni Smart Intel. Legends. Improved charts, graphs, and plots. Capabilities in the new version, Chapter 15, X. Judith Tuluka Suminwa, appointed Prime Minister in DRC. April 1st, 2024, Africa. DR, Congo. New government to be announced with major changes at the top and a potential new Prime Minister, of 3, previous, next.